All right, if you just joined us, it's still Journalist Hangout. I still have Dr. Oladipo right here with us and BKO. So let's move straight to our next conversation. The targeting of worshippers in their sacred spaces represents a hurrying escalation of violence, leaving communities grappling with loss and fear. This grim reality has struck Katsina State, where the death toll from a bandits attack on a mosque in Angwan-Mantau community has now risen to 32. The assailants stormed the mosque during Fajr prayers on Tuesday, opening fire on residents in what has been described as a reprisal assault. Initial reports had placed the casualty figure at 13, but the higher number was confirmed during a condolence visit by a state government delegation. While an unverified number of residents were also abducted, a swift airstrike by the Nigerian Air Force successfully rescued some of the victims. I mean, Doctor, how many more have to die in Katsina, not just Katsina, in other parts of the country before insecurity is put under control?
Well, unfortunately, attacks of this nature, you can't completely rule them out because it's a guerrilla warfare. It's not a nation-to-nation kind of thing that you can say, okay, we're at war. These people strike based on information. They strike based on the movement of troops.
Okay.
And they also strike based on how much of drugs you have in the system. Because we know that's a major force in what is happening. Katsina is becoming a case where the government really needs to put an eye. A report last week, indicated that so many schools have been shot in about 3 local government areas, same state. And some students abducted, some of their teachers, and all the rest. But like you said, it's not only in Katsina. It's a widespread thing.
Exactly.
And like we keep saying on this program, it is not that it is impossible, but for now, it is to keep armed forces, personnel, the police, and the civil defense permanently in communities. It's almost impossible. Even when we recruit more. But we also need to talk to those in these communities. There are 2 sets of people in that in every community.
Okay.
From what the chief of defense staff, the chief of army staff, and other
security
have told us. There are people who benefit from these attacks.
The black legs in the community?
Yes, in the community. Are there people who give in to pressure by these bandits? We'll kill you if you don't give us information. There are those set of people. Until we are able to work on it and for people to be able to reach out quickly to our security agencies when things are happening, it's going to be almost impossible to knock these things out. It's even now a shame that the same people who came first as religious, wanting to implement religious tenets, they are the ones who are even now attacking worship places. It's a huge shame.
I mean, because we can't continue this way. A religious house is supposed to be worship, is supposed to be protected. We can't continue this way.
No, that's because we assume that these bandits, maybe because they bear Muslim names, we assume that they are Muslims. They are not Muslims. Because no true Muslim will go and unleash the kind of violence that they've unleashed on a mosque. Killing people who came for early morning prayers around 5:30 a.m. There's no true Muslim who will do that. You are a Muslim by your conduct, by how dear you hold the tenets of the profession, not by the name that you bear. Your name can be Muhammad, and what you do is completely opposite to what
the prophet
the prophet stood for. So these guys have killed people even during the Ramadan, the past. This is not the first time they'll kill people in Mosque, in Niger, in Kaduna, different places they'll kill people inside mosque. Even in Borno State, are killing people inside the mosque, desecrating the holy. I remember one imam who disobeyed them, and they wasted him. So a lot of these guys, especially the criminal headsmen who have graduated to bandits, a lot of them are animists. They are not Muslim. They are neither Christian nor Muslim. They are actually animists. They are idol worshippers. This is the truth. But when people see their names, they will say, oh, this is a Christian, no, this is a Muslim. No, they are not. What we had was that this was a kind of a vengeful killing.
Represent.
Yes, a kind of tit-for-tat killing. The residents and the bandits had been at loggerheads for some time. And when you resist them, they suffer a setback, they will come back powerfully to avenge the killing of their men. That's what happened. In Gobrila and in Sokoto, when this kind of thing happened and they didn't want to allow people to bury their dead, it was to avenge an earlier attack on them. They will come powerfully to overwhelm the people and kill the people. This is what they have done. More and more communities in Katsina are under the siege of bandits. No less than 13 local governments in Katsina are under the siege of bandits. Katsina shares borders with Zamfara. Zamfara is the headquarters of banditry in our country. So those states that share border with Zamfara, you can see that they've had to deal with this problem. When bandits kidnap people in Niger, they take them all the way to Zamfara to go and hide them. And some of the biggest forests in our country are in that place. Some forests stretching all the way to Central African Republic. Really? How do you police those forests? How do you police them? You know, down Sadao Forest, very big. The local government itself, Maru local government, is one of the biggest in Nigeria. Yes. So I still think that there's a lot of work to be done. Those local governments that are contiguous to Zamfara, they need to be protected. That's talking about Katsina now. They need to be protected because when they come under attack, they easily come into those places. And that's why I've suggested for this that to defeat these people, let's know that we are declaring a war.
Total war.
Total war. We block all of those contiguous states, ensure that they cannot move in. Sabua, you know, all of those states and local governments.
Local government are border towns.
Yes, border towns to Zamfara. Talking about Kaduna, Kaduna shares boundary with Zamfara in some places. Safe local government, for example, the local government of my friend Nuruddin Tambaya shares boundary with Kaduna. Kaduna. So this local government and other on such local governments, and Safe has a tremendous presence of bandits who terrorize parts of Kaduna State and parts of the state capital, Zamfara state capital, Gusau. So there is a need for a strategy that blocks their exit, and we deal decisively with them. But we've not had the what's it called, the political way to do it. maybe we don't have the funding. Because if you want to bomb these people, you must prepare and you must have sufficient money.
And bombs don't come cheap.
Yes. A single bomb could cost in excess of 8,000 euros.
Oh dear.
And you drop it. Sometimes you drop it, and the post-operation examination will show that you didn't really do anything. So nobody wants to be in that kind of situation. But for me, and I've said it repeatedly, this is the solution. Let's know that we're at war. Let's know. The Sri Lankan armed forces fought Tamil Tigers to the last man. That's why Tamil Tigers is dead. They fought them to the last man. They crushed them. But you hear people, this kind of insurgency cannot be defeated. Absolute falsehood. Not rooted in history. Did they not defeat insurgency in Nigeria? The insurgency that began in 1992. When the Muslim brother won an election and they were denied opportunity to rule. They took to insurgency, they began to behead journalists. But the Nigerian army defeated the insurgency. Tamil Tigers was defeated after about 25 years of fighting. People should not come and tell us that insurgency cannot be defeated. Oh, it is by nature, it is ideology. No, it's a lie. It can be defeated. And history shows that insurgencies had been defeated in the past.
All it takes is the political
way. The political way, the determination, the desire to fight until the last man. That is the thing. But if we keep saying, oh, it's an ideology, and we are adopting piecemeal measures, today you go and attack them in Zamfara. Probably they even got information that you are coming. They have run into Katsina. You attack them in Katsina, they run into Kaduna. So what do you then do? What do you do?
I like
That's why it's a total war. For me, it's a total war. I don't know what is difficult in declaring a total war. And I know that even northern governors, during the time of President Buhari, they actually made this suggestion to him. That let's declare an all-out war. Some of them are listening to me. And it's the truth. They went to the president to say, look, we want a total war. We are ready to fund it. What happened? It didn't see the light of day. As long as we continue this piecemeal approach to these good-for-nothing people, we will not have a solution. If we let them know that, look, they will have no peace as long as the rest of us don't have peace, this thing will come to an end.
Absolutely.
It will come to an end.
Absolutely.
Let's roll the tanks. Let's go and face these people. We know where they are.
We can.
We know where they are. People know where they are.
Yeah.
Some of them even have the guts to even be leading prayers on Fridays. You can imagine a bandit, the guts to lead prayers. Yes. Some show up during Jumat. So you can't tell me that people don't know them or where they are. They know where they are.
The community.
Are you going to tell me that people don't know where 2G comes from? Most of the time he's hiding in his local government, Shinkafi local government in Zamfara. So we cannot say we don't know where he is.
So, but anyway.
Yes, they are mobile, they move from point to point, but we must be able to take them out.
Exactly.
The way the Israelis do. We'll take him out.
But with the right intelligence, we can do all of this.
Yes.
Just in rounding up this conversation.
It was done last week here in Nigeria. The Ansaru leaders and the man who was caught also in Niger State. So it's doable.
But with this one, do you think it considers intelligence failure here?
Well,
because that is reprisal.
Well, yes, it is. But like I said earlier, it's not possible to police every community.
Well,
once you get to a point where you feel, okay, there is some element of peace, they move on to where the issue is. But like you said, maybe if we now have the political will to do it, we can go all out. And in that all out, we won't mind, the number of casualties. That's the meaning.
All right, then. Let's move straight to our final conversation.